A pleasant good evening to each and everyone in Georgetown, Guyana, the diaspora, and elsewhere. Fellow citizens of Guyana, I suppose to do this video concerning Guyanese, since knowing who is a true Guyanese. But before I start, I want you to subscribe to the channel, press the button so you will get the updated video. And I don't care whether you criticize me providing you're on the right page. Now let's continue. First, let me give my condolence to the people of Israel who have lost their loved ones during this period of time, and also the people of Palestine. But I will give you a couple of minutes about that. I don't know where the truth lies anymore. Imagine, you happen to say that the Jews are the occupiers of Palestine. They was to be in Guyana in 1947. So happened the Americans and the British had a vision beyond us. But if I could turn the clock back and have a voice into it, I would have rather them in Guyana than having the East Indian descendant and the blacks who cannot accept where you are. Now, I know you, the East Indian race. I know your habits, your taste, your appetite. Any race who could poison their own family, go to the voodoo man to destroy them. And if an Indian woman marry a man, she want to control him. And I have first-class experience with that. With my, I wouldn't even use the word and say, I would say my brother's wife. I would say sister-in-law. Because if my mother had listened to me, she should never enter into our family. A Hindu young girl from my hiker, opposite the station in the street, Indra Sigobin, who told my brother he must, excuse the French, but I'm going to give you how to say it, who says he must go and fuck his own mother. All because when he returned from an overseas trip, he brought some medication of vitamin, and he take a little and go to the house in the back and give to his beloved mother, who also give life to him, and give him his wife, the same woman. Our neighbors was some black family. Gloria was washing her clothes. I was concreting the yard. I swear God, I don't lie. And Indra, as her call name, was running, going into the back house and carrying all the tablets with her that remained. And Gloria replied, that drew my attention to, Indra, where you going so early, y'all at the back? She said, quote unquote, I am taking, because we all call my brother Royston, brother. She said, I'm taking this tablet for Betty, brother, mother. So when he come, he can fuck his mother. Remember that woman gave birth to me also. And this piece of Indian bitch, God save me. Today, ladies and gentlemen, I would be sitting down here addressing you. I might have been in jail, charged of murder. I would have lashed the bloody head off of that bitch. That woman take her and put her with my brother when she was working as a servant in a kitchen and sleeping on a bag of an Indian family. And she was also used and abused, but you know what I mean. But nevertheless, sometimes we can open up a door and we like them when the door open. You know what I'm talking about. I don't want to be too damn vulgar. But my brother, they didn't listen when I told my mother not to go to the East Coast with my brother and my stepfather. This woman was not for the family. So you Indian women, try and listen carefully. If you don't have a good personality and you don't care for the man you marry, the Obia man can't help you. Or the Kalima church. Or the nastiness to hear what y'all are feeding men. Let me tell you, this primitive nonsense have to stop in Guyana. And when you marry into a family who's a part of the family, you don't divide it. But then I blame my brother. The same one that I shot. I should have killed him. It would have saved that bitch from saying that about my mother. And it would have saved us for what he done because of her, uneducated and illiterate. Maybe he was lost for something that was already open like a crocodile. You guys know what I mean. But I blame the mother who gave birth to him, because she didn't listen. And the other one named Michael Trump. Another brother, half brother. We get an investment. He gave me 8 cows out of 60 or 70. Even though I had 12 horses. He maybe get rid of them too, because I've been traveling a lot. I give the cow away in front of him. I make 3,700 and something concrete brick was to build a house for the family. So when visitors come and think they could stay there, he told me take it out of a yard. Ladies and gentlemen, a yard that all three of we put together and buy. They don't know what conspire. But can you buy the Kaicho fast for $50,000? Michael Chong and Rice and Chong can do it. Right? Or can you buy the Demerara River for 50,000 Guyana dollar? Answer me. Michael Chong and Rice and Chong can do it. But as for you Indian, I mean, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of good Indian people. But the wicked bastards, the uneducated, the corrupt, the covetous, the vindictive one, you I'm talking about. Change, for God's sake. Change. Don't let me deal with the African descendant. You got your problem too. So don't believe you are left out of it. But you are more humble, more decent, more honorable than our Indian counterparts. You know something, I got your blood in me, you know, both blood and others. Now, I asked myself, since I was a kid, I was very vocal. If you hit me, I hit you back. I don't care how old you are. Because I love to fight. You know the mixed breed, we don't give up. We like the hyenas, the zebras. We fight to the last. And let me be honest. Even though I know the Indians are very spiteful, jealous, full of covetous, but the decent one, stay away. But who I blame for that? I blame the late Chetty Jagan and Fast Burnham. But you, the black race, amongst you and the Indian, I will give 80,000 to 70 to 85,000 at least, God-fearing, loving, kind, and very devoted. Very honorable, while the rest is outcast and miserable. Trust me. Y'all hear I spoke about the Amerindian country and what the blacks have done to them during Burnham time. And before that, in the 60s, they called the day Black Friday, what happened in Mackenzie, Wismar, and other rural areas, where the blacks was the dominated force, attack Indian and other race. Sometimes I ask this question. If, by the will of God, the Jews was in Guyana, you all did do that to them, they would have fined you. But when I explain what's going on, I have comments from Indian side and the black side. And the way you answer the question, you don't even have to identify yourself. Because I know what a lion eats, I know what a donkey eats, a jackass. Now don't get me wrong, it's two good animals. I don't think no human could represent those if you're an Indian or a black, because many Indians call the other Indian jackass. And now in Rasta language, they live there and say Rastafari, the lion, the king. This is BS. Well, let me make it clear. A black person, maybe a man or a woman, answer me on my video. He said the black people developed Guyana, and they are not going to leave it, they ain't going no way. The devil give them that. He already identified God, the devil. Then I got a message for him. I think you should swallow that word and relax. Because you people believe in a God and you cry in your church for him. Like some of them priests coming from all over the island and other places like Washington Rabbi, and many of Jim Jones, and some from the Caribbean island whose name I'm not calling yet. Corrupt, covetous, spiteful, and wicked, and you're all calling in the name of God. But you black brothers, let me give you a little history. Idi Amin of Uganda put out close to 1 million Indians out of his country because they was not living nice. They were fighting each other for land. They loved the voodoo man. He warned them being a black Muslim. They refused. I said he give them 24 hours to leave. People from Uganda said, brother, no, it was 72. And then I look at the movie Mississippi Massacre with Denzel Washington, where the Indian guy, the lawyer said, he was kicked out. He says, I know nothing of India. I was born in Uganda. I'm a Ugandan. Well, for you, my black brother in Guyana, the Indian was born in Africa and he was put on by the real African. The black man of Africa put them out. And there was close to 1 million. So people like you better watch your mouth. Whether you're a man or a woman, what you're saying. And to be honest, what you all do to the Indian race in Guyana in the 60s and under Burnham, again, not all of you. Let me make it clear. But Indian people are wicked, treacherous, corrupt, covetous, vindictive, spiteful, and ungrateful. But the decent one had to flee to Canada, America, and elsewhere in the Caribbean. As far as Australia, I was made to understand. And if you look at it, Indian will pay you, the black man, to do the nasty work. And y'all will take it and keep y'all hungry. And an hungry man is an angry man. But you will take bribe to kill his own family or his friends. Or he's jealous. And guess what? When you finish killing, before you even start it, once you take the contract, he don't call 12 other Indians and tell them about you, who call another 12,000, they know about you. And if you refuse, you're going to get by accident, eating poison, somebody shoot you by drive-by. Many ways they know how to kill you political. And I have no apology for these words. And you, the black brother or sister, whoever write in my comment and say, y'all develop Guyana, let me be honest with you. I've been to 87 countries, I don't count Guyana. Everything you all discover, why Africa is still in the shit it is in. Donald Trump called Africa a shithole country. It's a figure of speech, but you all take it very high and say he was wrong. No, maybe the word is wrong. Maybe use the word but shithole was wrong because you could fertilize shit and produce better crops in the farming industry. Think, that's manure. So I think he had it wrong. You all got to think. The white man was all over in Africa, you all drove them out, my black brother or sister. Plenty were born there. They used you as the laborer while they were the brain behind you to develop paved streets, paved road, running water, running light, cars. Instead of you're running with a spare, you have three-piece suit and black shoes, collar and tie, you're playing guitar, blowing saxophone, but you develop Guyana. Are you trying to say the indigenous people have no right to their country? Idi Amin put up close to 1 million Indians, and the Warlins say effing shit. Uganda done the same, according to information is alleged. Mr. Mugabe drove the white man out of former South Africa, Rhodesia. And nobody said nothing. I let it be known to you. Every race contributes something into this world to the development. Even on to this day, there are many parts of the world people still don't have house. They're living in true relief, makeshift. Every race contributes something to make this world a better place. Whether you call yourself Chinese, Indians, Africans, or European, I beg of you all to stop it. And when you talk about slavery, the Arab was slaving with your ancestors because they mixed up. And y'all were some of the greatest kings. I think it was Mali, if I recall clearly, was the richest black man as a king there. He used to give his business a gold bar. Y'all even ruled Spain for 700 years, man. So what I'm trying to tell you, do not run and think that because you black use everything, y'all tell me Jesus black, Muhammad black, God black. Well, say, help me, God. If all of you are black and you're killing one another, and the Indian is brown and everything going wrong, something have to change. Because the yellow man is Chinese. The light-skinned man, and you call him white, he is a European. Why they don't have that kind of thing? But they kill each other too. But why you, the black man? Always hold on upon this slave trade, but you go to church. In the name of Jesus, in the name of God, and God allow it. Tell me. Tell me. But y'all don't want to accept your fault. How many child mothers y'all got? How many children in wedlock? And I'm talking to you, the uneducated, the criminal-minded people. Well, I'm going to tell you something, brother. There will be another Indian leader in Guyana. If you know what I know, you will shut your mouth. Eh? Remember these words. America gets what America wants. What you call president, I call overseer. And every crime they committed is documented. Whether Burnham time, Jagan time, Barrett time, Ramatar, David Granger, and Mr. Pretty Boy now, Mr. Ali, or Mr. Marzapio. Let y'all get this clear. I was made to understand, it's alleged, that the PPP members, some my minister, I call his name, stated America will not have a base in Guyana. When I am advocating for them to have a base on the Essequibo coast, in some of the islands, since they came up from Puerto Rico, so they will be able to keep the peace between Maduro and that hemisphere with the drug lords and all the innocent killing. I was made to understand it's alleged. Some ministers of the PPP said, no, that can't happen. And I want to tell my Indian brother, if he's an Indian, because what is an Indian, I call it a man name. Everybody call his name and they lie. All right? You can do what you like. America will take it if they want it. Tell them I tell you so. And if it was not for the United States, plenty of you would have been in Canada and America. And England released a lot of things from Guyana. That today, we can go to England with no visa. Y'all are not seeing how it's come creating, friends. I want y'all to know what I'm telling you. Let's unite, put Guyana forward. No more PPP and APNO. They are the enemy of the nation. And every crime was committed by them, present and past, shall be revitalized back. And plenty of you will be surprised what I know. Now, I'm going to bring an end to this. My name is George Correa and I'm your host. Like it or lump it is up to you. That's my opinion and the truth. Have a good day.